Yeah, well, we started Montezuma's when Sam, it was a husband and wife team. My husband Simon and I were both lawyers. Hated what we were doing, hated the whole rat race thing. So we, very cut very short. We sold a house, gave up our jobs, and literally packed everything into storage apart from our tent and rucksacks. And we went off to South America with the very kind of cliched aim of finding ourselves, I think. We had no idea what we were going to do when we came back, but we were away for nearly a year. And when we were away, we were not researching, but we sort of had a notebook of ideas that we thought we might be able to use when we came back. And we kept hitting upon chocolate, and we ate a lot of chocolate in South America particularly, and we saw cocoa being grown and harvested, and absolutely amazing process and history out in South America. So eventually we came back and we researched the chocolate industry in the UK, and we really thought we'd hit on an idea to launch a retail business, and we wanted to bring fantastic quality chocolate to the UK. So we did that. We launched Montezuma's about a year after coming home, so it took quite a long time to get our first shop open, and it was absolutely fantastic. At this time we were manufacturing a very small part of the range and using chocolatiers around the UK to produce a lot of our products for us. Very quickly we realised that wasn't going to work fantastically well. It meant that we didn't have control over packaging and size of production runs and that kind of thing. So very quickly we became manufacturers as well, making it even more complicated for ourselves. So within a couple of years we had 3 shops, I think, and a factory producing all those products. Simon and I spent all of our time dedicated to the business, sort of 24/7 in the factory, in the shops, trying to visit new trade customers, really spreading ourselves thinly. And it became very difficult without any sort of management structure beneath us. We were just too stretched. And I think gradually we had a fantastic relationship with our bank manager. Gradually, I think he realised that we were really going to come a cropper, I think. And I think he actually went to a presentation which Trevor from Sakanta was giving. And he obviously saw something in Trevor that would really help our business. It was at a time, towards the beginning of 2008, when the economy was really becoming very tricky. So we met Trevor, and I have to say I was fairly cynical. I was fairly sceptical to start with, because I just thought we'd never ever had anybody in the business of a similar level to us, who could think strategically about it. I was really cynical that somebody would be able to grasp what we were trying to achieve. But I was really happy that within probably 2 or 3 hours, Trevor had looked at... He'd obviously spent a lot of time looking at figures, but he'd also looked at the factory, been to a shop, and had got it just like that. And that was it, really. So we asked Trevor to work with us, and he came on board really... Well, we called him our part-time finance director. That was what we'd really been lacking. Up to that point, I'd been doing any forecasts that we needed to give to the bank. And I'm not an accountant, I was a lawyer. So I do accountancy like a lawyer, which is badly. So he came on as a part-time finance director, but really very quickly he became our mentor, really. So we've had him here for nearly, 15 months, I think. And it's been a transformation, really, of the higher level work that we do in the business. So we have regular monthly meetings where we bring in all of our managers. We've recruited a whole management structure beneath Simon and I, which has helped with all of our micromanagement. So we now have people to do that for us. Unfortunately, the year that Trevor came in, we made a dreadful loss. No reflection on Trevor, but the loss was already there. So we went from £180,000 profit to about a £350,000 loss, mainly down to these 2 loss-making shops that we had. So with Trevor's help, we looked very carefully at every single part of the operation to work out what was profitable, what was loss-making, and obviously cut our losses, which had a huge impact on the accounts. But going forward this year, we're now due to make a similar £180,000, £200,000 profit, which for us, is a £500,000 turnaround, and we're really happy with that. I see Trevor working with us for as long as he's happy to do so. It's a very cost-effective way for us to have high-level management and strategic help, really. He's still very much a mentor, even though we're not in the really rocky situation that we were in when he came on board. I would feel that quite quickly we would lose that structure, that regular structure. With Trevor's help, we're on top of it every single month, making the time to look at the management accounts, making sure we now have a finance manager who produces those management accounts. So at least we have control over the situation, and it's just been fantastic, really.